Well, if you can call a percentage point or two significant, then that escalated quickly. Okay, so here we go. The Fed didn't surprise anyone with their half-point rate increase. That's the biggest rate hike in 22 years, but that expectation has been priced into the market. So it's good for the price of gold. And I should just say first that I'm no analyst here, so even saying that that's good for gold is still just speculation from an amateur. But the prices are heading up as I'm recording this. Now, you might be thinking that one announcement from the Fed and one quick jump in spot price really doesn't mean a whole lot in the wider picture, but it's going to have a big impact on momentum on all the markets from gold to equities. And momentum's important. I trade on momentum in the markets. If something's doing well, more people come in, that drives prices up further. So I try to spot the momentum and get in early. It doesn't always work, but that's the goal. Now, gold is a little bit different. I don't trade gold, but I do try to keep my acquisition costs as low as I can. So I watch for all of the same things. Now, there's always a comment or two saying the spot price just doesn't matter. But if any of us were offered an ounce of gold versus that same ounce of gold plus, say, $100, we'd all take that second option. There's just really no question that paying a little bit more attention can save you some money. If we're being realistic, though, gold is a stable asset. We're not talking about large sums of money, and I do pay a little bit more attention just because of this channel. Now, beyond saving some money on purchases, saving some money on the gold that I bring in, that attention gives me a little bit of a sense of what it's worth now and also what it might be worth going out. So it's not a case of whether I was right to buy it in the first place or if I should consider selling it. It's just to get a sense of what I have and where it's going. And that's the same as anything, I suppose. If I have a property, a house, a rental, an office building, I can tell you at any given time what it should be worth and then what I think it'll be worth, say, 5 years from now. I might not be completely accurate, but I want to know its value at any given time. So this wasn't a huge event, and probably by the time I post this, it could very likely have swung the other way. But anytime I look at the current price, where it's been, and then what the forward trend appears to be, I'm thinking down the road. I've seen analysts calling for $2,300 gold in 2023, and then I've seen reasonable calls for sub $1,800. And Powell talking today was never going to validate one or the other. It was just going to give some initial direction, and I'm always thinking that way. Where might it be 8 months from now, 12 months, and maybe even different possibilities of where it might be in, say, 2 years from now. Anything beyond that, pretty speculative, but to me, that isn't about current momentum. Anyway, 2 years down the road, that's more about how gold has performed historically. Now, I don't think that it's going to change dramatically without the whole world changing dramatically, so I assume gold will continue to go up steadily over time. But as for where we're going this year in 2023, those $2,300 projections, they're looking feasible again at least. Now, I'm not making any predictions here personally, but the current performance, I guess, isn't doing anything to cast strong doubt on the possibility. Now, both of those options are still on the table. The price could go up, it could go down by the end of the year, but if the Fed had pushed a different agenda, I guess I would have been looking the other direction. And if I had been the person doing the predicting in the first place, I probably would be somewhere between those two anyway. Now, I think that we'll see a new all-time high for gold in the near future. It's just hard to say when. As we've seen this year already, things change by the month. They can even change by the day. You've seen by now that I picked up another one of these Great Britain Royal Arms coins. I think I mentioned that I had another one coming. I purchased it a few weeks ago and it just showed up. And it's probably good timing because now I can hold off a little bit and wait for that next buying window. Not that today's prices are crazy. It's just I was expecting one or two things today with the announcement. Either it goes higher or it goes lower. And if it went lower, I was probably going to buy again. But for now, I can wait. And these are fantastic looking coins. I just really like them. I'm not sure they're the best choice though, but they will fit in with the Britannias, and I'm probably going to be grabbing a few more of those going forward. You definitely won't find me complaining about new gold. Okay, I think that covers everything today. Let us know if you're watching for news from the Fed and what that does to your plans, if anything. And then while you're there, be sure to hit that like button if you found any of this interesting. Make sure you're subscribed and have the bell notification turned on if you want to hear more on the topic. And if you're still here, thanks again for watching. I always appreciate your time. Take care.